Hello, I'm Zach, and I'll be speaking about the Prohibition and how it was rather unsuccessful. The American Prohibition of the 1920s was an important part of our history and in many ways helped mold us into what we are today. Prohibition is and was the legalization of the manufacture, sale, transport, and possession of alcohol, taking place from 1920 until 1933. The 18th Amendment was a long time coming. There had been temperance activists for nearly a century, and this was the fruit of their labor. Although this did not mean a victory for the temperance activists, with the ban in effect there had been no lack of alcohol. People found a way to conceal their use with the help of organized crime, which led to violence and chaos, especially in big cities. The prohibition was an inappropriate way to handle the alcohol problem in the 1920s. Legalizing alcohol caused not only gang violence, but also the users to be more violent and secret about their use. Another problem was the economy. There was much speculation that it would boost sales in all other departments. This was not the case. When Prohibition came into effect, people were unhappy and would not just stand by idle. Where there was will, there was a way. The way Americans found was through speakeasies, bootleggers, and organized crime. Sure, organized crime had been present, but not to such an extent. This is what truly set it off. An article on crimemuseum.org stated mafia organizations were recognized and feared, but it wasn't until the time of Prohibition that they became successful, established, and dangerous as they are now known to be. Names like Al Capone and the Morans became well known for their violent crimes against the police and each other. These gang families were in charge of the trade of the majority of alcohol and would let nothing get in the way of their riches. Incidents such as the St. Valentine's Massacre, where Capone's men acted as police and gunned down members of the Moran crime family, became more and more common. It became dangerous no matter who you were. Even an innocent citizen could be caught in the crossfire of a standoff. Police, which were extremely common. It was a dangerous time, and it can be easily seen as due to prohibition, just like many other of the country's problems at the time. Everyone thought without alcohol, the people of the United States would find other ways to fill their time. The housing market was supposed to boom, the sales of clothing was supposed to increase, and the entertainment and arts markets were supposed to flourish. It was a good thought, but nobody thought that maybe people wouldn't give up their alcohol, and that's exactly what happened. This was turbulent for the economy, with everyone still buying booze, but none of the money going to the economy. There was great economic unrest. According to Michael L. Lerner of PBS, the initial economic effects of Prohibition were largely negative. The closing of breweries, distilleries, and saloons led to the elimination of thousands of jobs, and in turn, thousands more jobs were eliminated for barrel makers, truckers, waiters, and other related trades. Everyone's still buying booze, but none of the money going to the economy. There was great economic unrest. With that, you can see why, with help from underlying factors, the US was pushed deep into the Great Depression. With the Depression in full swing, it became easy for gang leaders to find workers, because they paid better. This would continue to fuel the fire already burning at the United States economy. In the end, you can see that the pros do not outweigh the cons. There may have been crime and abundant overuse of alcohol before the Prohibition, but these problems were only forced underground when the law passed. The same and even more illegal activity took place as a direct result of temperance. Also, the impact on the economics in the country at the time was disastrous. Both of these are reasons that the Prohibition had a very negative effect on the United States. Thank you.